This episode of the S2S podcast is made possible by a company that's committed to helping you achieve success in your health and wellness journey, Organifi. Are you ready to supercharge your life and become the best version of yourself? Organifi offers a range of premium, all-natural, and organic superfood blends designed to help you reach your peak performance, both mentally and physically. If you're looking to optimize your health and boost your success in every aspect of life, Organifi has the solutions you need. You might be wondering, what sets Organifi apart, Carl? Well, it's simple. Their products are meticulously crafted using only the highest quality ingredients sourced from around the world. They're free from artificial additives and are designed to fit seamlessly into your busy lifestyle. Whether you're seeking increased energy, improved mental clarity, better sleep, or just want to support your overall well-being, Organifi has the perfect solution for you. Their product range includes superfood powders, green juices, protein blends, and more, all scientifically formulated to help you thrive. And here's the best part. As a loyal listener of the S2S podcast, you can enjoy an exclusive offer. Visit Organifi.com/success today to explore their incredible product lineup and to save 20% off your order. You heard me correctly. That's 20% off. So what are you waiting for? Head over to Organifi.com. That's Organifi.com/success and unlock your 20% discount. It's time to invest in yourself, your health, and your success.
So he said, why you got your kids there? And I said, well, I got them there because I'm trying to save. He's trying to save what? I said, trying to save money. He said, whose?
Ooh.
Whose? The same money that you using to go up there. You in our class.
Wow.
You ain't even blinked to be in our class. The same money you're using for our class, you got the same, you have the access to it.
You ready? All right.
Because we operate from that lens of knowing that it's pass-fail, of knowing that there's no partial credit, we go in and there's no option of whether it goes up or not. There's no other option. And because a lot of you operate in that gray area of, oh, maybe partial credit, I can still do everything right and I don't have to take the blame and da-da-da-da. No. When you go in with that mindset, you can lose. You can lose because you're like, hey, I'm doing my part. I'm doing everything. And I'm like, dog, it is really crippling people, and I see it. And I was just telling the young lady, I was just like, bro, I was like, you got it. All right, cool. Let's just hang up this phone, and I'll say, you were right on everything you said. Did E still have to deal with a bunch of mess? The answer is yes. So what do we do about that? And then when you making all these excuses and when you want all these partial credit, at the end of the day, did the CEO have to deal with some mess? What's that answer? That answer is yes. But then let's go back and look at the 99 things you did right. I just don't understand that. So I'll let y'all jump in, but that's kind of where I wanted to get to today. How do we work people through understanding that this is a pass or fail system, that this is not a partial credit exam?
Well, I think, man, and I feel sorry because I'm starting to realize it's generational. And it's not something that we're intentionally doing, but you live in it's just like the rug got pulled up under us. Because at one point it was it called agriculture? No, not agriculture. What was the one?
Industrial.
Industrial. So in the Industrial Revolution, it was like you come to work and whether you really did your job or you didn't, like you didn't really benefit from doing more. You ain't benefit from not doing a lot. Like you had to be an absolute jerk. Like you weren't doing your job to get fired. Like if you was average, bro, we at the plant. You average. The line and stuff going, you just do, you know what I'm saying? If you killing the game, you're not getting rewarded for that. And then we woke up one day and that got pulled up under us. And the new thing was, you the boss now. Like we were never our own boss. Like generationally, we weren't our own boss. We worked for somebody. So it's like if you were sick, the company still ran. If you did your job, cars were still, but what was happening with people didn't realize, see, I grew up in the D. I grew up in the industrial. I'm gonna tell you what happened. It started getting to a point where it was like Ford, found on road daily.
That's your reputation.
Right? So it's like people playing games, but it's like you're not doing your job, but now they're starting to tease you. And then boom, before you know it, cars that never used to get sold here, Honda. Now Honda coming in ain't making your car ain't getting, you ain't having no challenge with your whip. Your car ain't never breaking down. So now people going,
Honda had 387,000 miles.
Easy.
Bruh,
No, for real. Easy.
no trouble. So now people going, yo, hold up. Why am I being loyal to this auto industry? Because my mama getting a check, my dad getting a check, but the Honda. So slowly but surely, reality is setting in, but ain't nobody paying attention to it. Why? Because you still getting a check. So you letting that check, I always say this, bruh, for real. I feel like what the devil has done to pimp God's people and destroy God's people was to give them a check.
Yep. Check.
I'm talking about God, Satan murdered Christians. He just like, I'm going to give y'all enough to eat. Y'all ain't going to say nothing. Y'all ain't going to do nothing. Y'all going to be satisfied. Like, y'all ain't going to, I'm saying, like, y'all ain't going to rock the boat. Y'all ain't going to say nothing because y'all going to make sure y'all got to eat. Like, y'all don't want no trouble. I'm just going to give you 40 grand a year, and I'm going to keep your mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? But with the new world we live in, ain't nobody just passing out checks like that because ain't nobody making that kind of bread. Yeah. You know, and so the rug got pulled up on you. Now you're your own boss. And so you don't mean no harm, but you were able to take sick day when you wasn't sick. So you were getting partial. You didn't come to work every day about that life. You did come some days where you wasn't giving 120% and you still got a check. So now you doing your own thing, and it's like, whoa, I don't got no days off. When you doing your own thing, ain't no day off. You don't get to take off. You know what I'm saying? Like the commercial with the kid that's whining in the crib, and the mom come like, I'm sick today. Mama gonna take a day off. And it's like, not even possible.
Not possible.
Even if you sick, you can't take a day off. So I think society has set us up to think, okay, you get a check, and now that the rug has been pulled from us, and it's like, people don't really know the truth of, like, they don't know. So now what I know is, yo, bro, I don't even want a check. Meaning, I don't even want this. I don't even want the right answer. I want to learn the process. So I'm like, yo, I'm not even interested in the check. I want to know all the traits of the greats. That's all I'm doing right now. I'm studying all the traits of the greats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And one of the things I see, like my auntie, I love it, bro. My auntie, you know, my biological father, sister, my auntie Cleo, my life, bro. She at my birthday party, bro. I love it, bro. I swear I love it. We sitting down talking, and she like, baby. I like, yes, auntie. You know, you're gonna have to slow down. And I was like, I ain't mad at her. I get it. But I was like, auntie, you don't even know my schedule. Like, you don't even know my schedule.
What's that rooted in?
Yeah, you don't even know my schedule. Like, you don't even know what I'm doing or what I'm not doing. Not in a bad way. I know where she coming from.
Now, what does slow down really mean?
Yeah, but I get what she was saying, but I'm like, yo, I'm not trying to be funny. I got to speak in Orlando Friday. I'm about to go today. And I'm about to chill tomorrow, Thursday. We probably going to Disney. And even when
you just going to chill. I thought you was missing the pie because you was at work.
You had work.
I do got work. My wife. I got work.
Edit that out.
Work.
You know what I'm saying? I thought
No,
he got work.
Don't edit that out. That's my work.
He got work to put in.
He trying to give me his work. He trying to keep giving me do this free
that boy said, I'm
stuff.
going to Orlando tomorrow.
Just
Chill out.
Chill out.
In my presidential suite.
Yeah.
Come on, stay focused, brother.
Right. Class.
You know, hold on.
Right, stay focused, dog.
Get back
You know what I'm saying? With the squad.
in the car.
Right.
So you know
Close the door.
they don't pay you to work on Friday. They pay you, bring you in a couple days. So we, doing our thing, right?
I'm paying for the hotel.
Yeah, right. and so the day I gotta speak, I'm gonna get there 30 minutes before.
Yeah.
Do my hour and I'm out.
Yeah.
So I'm like with my auntie, I'm like, you thinking I'm about to be up there talking for 8 hours? Like I'm not on that. Like we about to go to Disney. We about to enjoy ourselves. I'm about to work, come back. But what I understand more is when it's time to work, I can't be chilling.
Yeah.
Bro, we was in Italy, came back, hit Utah. We came back from Utah. I went straight to Uncle John's to do 3 hours with the kids. Why? Because I'm a pastor. And that's scheduled. Like, I don't get to say I'm going to come at 8 because they're there from 3 to 6. So I'm there, bro. To me, she's like, we're going through the corn maze. I ain't really into the corn maze, but I'm like, this is a time with the kids. This time, whatever. Because what I don't want is kids growing up in the church and going, it was terrible.
Yeah.
Like, we ain't never do nothing.
Right.
Like, we ain't never had no fun. They ain't never take us nowhere. Our pastor was on the road doing his thing. He never wanted to do nothing with us. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, I don't want that said about me. So I can rest, but it's after 7. Like I can't rest from 3 to 7 because I just got off a flight and I just drove out. Then my wife like, let's go to the Cheesecake Factory. I said, the Cheesecake Factory? We just ate on the plane. What are we going to the Cheesecake Factory for?
And we do not have a Cheesecake Factory in Lansing.
Right.
You thinking we just had to go around the corner.
You know, the family is together. You know, mama want to be with the family. So I'm like, yo, we about to go to Cheesecake Factory. That means I'm going to edit this part. I'm about to miss the Lion game at the Cheesecake Factory because I can't watch the game while we eat.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Now that you mentioned
I'm
it.
glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
Let's keep going, Mom.
I'm glad you brought that up.
So I'm just
Stay right
saying-
there. Take your time, Pastor.
Yeah, I'm just saying there was a time in my life, and I'm not judging. No, always know I've made the error, and I'm coming back to tell you what I was doing wrong in the beginning, Ma. I was using, what kind of strategy, see?
I was using poverty strategies to try to get rich.
I was using poverty strategies.
Bruh, hold on. Yeah, slow down.
I'm just being
Using
real.
poverty strategies
To get rich.
in an attempt to get rich. Wow.
That's what I was doing. So I was using all the strategies that I learned from people who were
Imagine that.
in poverty to try to get rich. And God was like, don't do that. You meeting these people. Think, what are they doing? And do what they doing.
Yeah.
First thing you said, they getting up at 3.
They getting up early in the
I remember
morning.
that's the first thing you told me. I was like, why you get up at 3? He was saying, all millionaires that say millionaires get up at 3 o'clock. I'm going to get up at 3 o'clock.
Bro, I don't know why they getting up at 3, Ma.
Yeah.
But I'm going to figure it out.
But you know why your boy, Leroy, was getting up at 9:45 and he didn't look, the poverty strategy didn't
Bro,
seem to be.
no disrespect.
I'm just saying.
No disrespect, bro. But my grandmother grew up, she raised us in the Herman Garden Project, the Chicago like we was raised in the projects. My aunts lived in the project. I promise you, Ma, no schedule. So God was like, yo, you can keep getting up when you want to get up.
Right.
Takers.
That don't mean they ain't going to heaven.
Right.
You can get up at 11 or 12. You still might be going to the kingdom. You just won't have no kingdom down here that look like nuts.
Scammers.
Bruh.
I'm just saying, like, bro, you grew up buying a food stamp card from somebody.
That's what we did. You give me $200 worth of food stamp.
I've never seen nobody get rich like that.
Back to your original analogy.
I've never seen nobody literally take their way
It's
to.
going to the kid that you know got F's in class and copying his whole work.
That's exactly what you're doing.
That's just to put full
But you know
circle.
why you going to him, Carl?
Why?
Because he's available. He's available.
You can see my man.
And he definitely down to let you look at his
He's
face.
down to let you look at it.
The A
every
student
time.
be acting bullshit with their elbow like this.
Because I studied.
Your boy taking
Yeah,
the
so
test
I'm just saying, Ma, you got to jump in here, but I'm saying it from the negative standpoint.
You copying off the F paper.
I had all the strategies of the poor. That's what I was on. And
That's a home run.
I just told somebody the other day, like, why you tipping people this much? I said, yo, I finally get it. With the same measure.
Press down, shake it together.
I was saying it, but I wasn't really.
but you wasn't
I was
exemplifying.
saying it, Ma. I was saying with the same measure you give, but then I was giving what's the lowest I could give on here.
But you had the food stamp card that you was buying on discount. With the same measure.
With the same measure. You know what I'm saying? With the same
God had you.
He had you with the same measure. Did, and he blessed me.
He done blessed you.
And he blessed me. But he blessed me to the extent
that you willing
that I was willing to
half
give.
off food stamp
No,
card.
the Lord said to me
Yeah, come on.
specifically, why would you have your kids back there?
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why you would have them back there.
Where they need to go?
They need
Our
to be
class.
where.
I got you.
Where they need to go? You see where they need to go? What the Lord say? Our class.
Put them in our class. Here's why he told me. He was like, the only reason you putting them back, he said, first of all, it's dumb. Either put them in the back. If you're trying to save money, put them in the back.
Right.
Don't put them in middle class.
Why would you put them in middle class?
Oh, Maul said that's the worst place to be.
Well, he said, why would you put them in middle class?
Yeah.
Put them in the back and save. Because really the biggest ticket, really, in terms of the amount of money you have, really the middle class that's the hardest class to pay for.
Yeah.
Because if you ain't got
The
no
middle
money,
class doing all the work.
but if you ain't got no money, you in the back. Anyway,
Yeah.
if you got bread, you can
You're
afford to
up
be up front.
Right.
The only class that is like really like kind of
Dicey.
we don't know if we got it is the working class.
And guess what's the biggest section?
The working class. That's the biggest one.
That's the biggest section.
Because that's what most people are at.
Absolutely. So he said, why you got your kids there? And I said, well, I got them there because I'm trying to save. You trying to save what? I said, trying to save money. He said, whose?
Ooh.
Whose? The same money that you using to go up there. You in our class.
Wow.
You ain't even blinked to be in our class. The same money you're using for our class, you got the same, you have the access to it. Maul, I'm not lying to you on life.
I didn't know that because I looked up, Jalen was right behind me. I said, oh, boy, how you get up here? Because I remember when you
I had him in
you
the
told me.
Premium Elite.
Yeah. Premium
Really?
Elite. That was called.
That's what it's called. It's called Premium Economy.
Premium Economy.
It's called
There you
Premium
go.
Economy.
The
Premium Economy.
Yeah, Elite. Yeah.
The titles.
The titles,
But
bro.
the middle class love the titles. And so the titles make you feel like, oh, I'm elite.
I'm not back there.
I'm not back there, though.
But you're not up there.
So I'm not poor.
But I'm just saying.
I'm not rich.
God was saying, what's the difference?
Yeah.
If you put them in our class, here's a secret I want to teach y'all. What the Lord taught me was, if you put them in our class, it's going to push you in a way you're not going to be pushed if you put them in another class. So really, that's what we don't understand. That's another thing I learned from the greats.
Yep.
The greats put themselves in a situation where they don't have a safety net.
Yeah, come on.
They put themselves in a situation where it's do or die. It's no way around it. It's do or die. And God was like, why are you putting them there? What are you teaching them? So either they fly your class or
Our
no
class.
class.
Our class.
Or no class. And let me tell you something.
Your class.
You got
or no
the
class?
Or no class. And I put them jokers where they deserve to be.
Yeah.
And I don't say they deserve to be it because of what they've done. Because God is not doing for us what we deserve. He's doing for us what the Son deserves. So we getting blessed because of the Son. It don't got nothing to do with us. And so guess what? I went home. More opportunities came. More opportunities came. See, can you read that? You're a better reader than me. Can you read that? See what I did?
You sent it to me?
Yeah, you
Already?
remember the text that I sent you the other day? I'm gonna see if I can. Can you read it?
You sent it. Oh, yeah, I got you. Give it here.
You know what I'm talking about? Was that this one? Yeah. Don't say the date.
Oh, I got you.
Please. Don't say the date. This is what happened after our class.
Yeah.
Don't say the date. Okay?
Yeah, I got it.
Don't say the date. Or the name. Okay. Go for it.
Don't say the name?
You can say some of the names, but don't say their name. And don't say the date. Go for it.
Okay, I'm planning to do this event with you, Kevin Hart, Shaq, Dana White, Logan and Jake Paul, David Goggins. Haven't released that yet, but need to get you on that schedule. You were the only one I was adamant about having. You're a huge inspiration for me. You'll be on my biggest stages as your schedule permits, my man. My win this weekend wasn't the event, but my connection with you.
Wow.
He said with the same measure.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to put them in the back? You can put them in the back if you want to.
Yep.
That's how blessed you're going to get. You can tip this person 15 cents if you want to.
Yeah.
I'm God. I'm not telling you what to do. And I'm telling you, I've learned we all need to be at a certain level. But if you're using poverty strategies, you could use them till you blue in the face. You could use them jokers. You can 10x them poverty strategies. The only place they will land you is in poverty.
But how do a person, like, if a person has those poverty strategies, right? It's learned, right?
It's learned.
You were born into that.
Yeah.
How do you learn?
You know they poverty.
How do you learn the
You know
art
they
class?
poverty.
How you learn the art class strategy?
Yeah, you know they-
How can I, if I'm in poverty, how can I learn the art class? I'm asking a question for the person that's out here listening.
By making up in your mind that you're no longer going to have an intimate connection with the poverty-stricken teachers, and you're gonna go over to the our class teachers, because they both teachers.
Yeah.
We all been
Absolutely.
at universities where you got one professor that's dope and
Whack.
everybody want to take it, and then the whack professor that nobody want to take. So Maul, it's not learning. Our brain learns either one of them just as easy.
Yep.
It's probably easier to learn the our class boys because we were born to be fruitful and to multiply and to have dominion and subdue. Listen to the language that he gave.
Yeah.
He ends by saying have dominion over these jokers. But the ties that we have and the connections we have with Auntie, who said, baby, you need to get you some rest. And my whole life right now is rest.
This episode of the Secrets to Success podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp. Have you ever felt like your brain is getting in its own way? I know I have. It's like you know what you should do, You know what's good for you, but you just can't seem to do it. Those racing thoughts at night, they keep you awake, can't they? It's almost like trauma. But trauma isn't just about the past. It can be about the future too. You see, my definition of trauma is anything that causes your brain to get stuck, whether that's in past experiences or worries about what's ahead. It's like carrying this invisible weight that holds you back from becoming the best version of yourself. But here's the thing, I've discovered a powerful tool that can help us break free. BetterHelp is here to make your therapy journey more accessible than ever. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and tailored to your schedule. No need to travel or wait for appointments. Plus, getting started is a breeze. Just fill out a brief questionnaire and you'll be matched with a licensed therapist who's right for you. And here's the best part. You can switch therapists at any time at no additional charge if you feel you need a better fit. Make your brain your friend with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/success today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/success. This one is for all my entrepreneurs out there. If you have a physical or digital product, I have a game changer for you. We've been using Shopify for like 10 years now, and if you own any grind gear, if you've ever purchased a grind gear product, you have been on Shopify. Shopify is the commerce platform that's revolutionizing businesses worldwide. Whether you're a budding garage entrepreneur or a company on the brink of going public, Shopify is your all-in-one solution. It takes the struggle out of starting, running, and growing your business. Shopify gives you control over every sales channel, whether you're selling satin sheets in person with Shopify's POS system or offering organic olive oil on their all-in-one e-commerce platform, you're covered. Maybe you're in education and you're selling strange science kits or hawking historical handbooks. You can even educate your customers with ease. And when it comes to turning those browsers into buyers, Shopify boasts the internet's best converting checkout system. Shopify powers 10% of all e-commerce in the United States. It's a global force propelling brands like Allbirds, Rothy's, and Brooklinen, along with millions of entrepreneurs across 170 countries. Plus, Shopify's award-winning support is there to back you every step of the way. But here's what I truly love about Shopify. It's your no excuses business partner. You don't need to be a coding or design wizard. Just bring your best ideas and Shopify will help you open shop. Customize your online store with beautiful templates and powerful tools. And if words aren't your forte, get this, y'all. Shopify's AI-enabled tools can craft compelling product descriptions and email subject lines for you. So if you're ready to take your business to the next level, here's the deal. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/secret to success. That's all lowercase, secret to success. Don't miss this opportunity to join the ranks of successful entrepreneurs who've harnessed the power of Shopify. Again, visit shopify.com/secret, T-O, the word T-O, success. So secret to success. Make that cha-ching sound a reality in your business.
What's so crazy about that? When you said that, I thought about it because I'm hearing that a lot too, right? Now, I'm hearing people say, man, Ma, you pushing it to the limit. Like, bro, like I ain't, bro, you
like
pushing.
That's the sin.
Like, bro, you need to be, bro, you need to be careful. You need to, but ain't nobody ever tell me I was pushing it every day. I was going to the police department for 8 hours a day. I'm over here, dog, driving 100 miles an hour with a gun. Nobody ever said, slow down, you take a break. Matter of fact, they looking at me like, hey, you going to work today? It's okay.
You know they offering overtime.
Right. They never, but then the second they see you doing something for yourself.
That's when you got to take it easy.
Now you need to take it easy.
Now you got to relax.
Ooh, watch out.
Wow. That's when you're gonna lose control. People say that because they don't understand.
Yeah.
But they will allow you to work, bro. I'm talking about, I've seen people work 30 years. Ain't nobody ever tell that man to slow down. Nobody ever said slow down, bro.
Matter of fact, when you telling you return, they like, whoa.
What you doing?
Whoa.
But that's that poverty mindset that I talk about. And if that's the culture, unless you step out and get exposed to something different, you will never know. Bro, I seen that my property starts now, no joke, bro. I seen people that just, a light bulb went off in their head. So go back to the teaching you were saying. When they
got a new professor.
They got a new professor, and they're opening up a new chapter. They're learning new language to go along with it, stuff they never knew before. And it's so common. And then once I went through this whole weekend, I already showed them. You already doing what it is.
Ma, that's what you showed me.
You already
I'm already doing it, Ma.
I just really teach people how to make it practical in their life. I give them a new language. I'm teaching them about our class. They don't even know they got a class. They don't even know that there's another class.
Ma, I was already doing real estate, Ma.
You was already doing it. And a lot of these people out here, man, you live in a poverty mindset because of what the person before you taught you and showed you. When all you need to do, that's why that exposure level is so important. Man, you know how many people was from UOU?
Yeah.
Bruh, they was from UOU and they came to this because they said the UOU opened their mind up that they gotta do something.
And that's the whole purpose.
They gotta take action.
Right.
When we do what we supposed to do, you just keep taking them down the tree.
It makes you hungry. It makes you start seeking knowledge. Now, one door, no pun intended, but I was telling people in my real estate group, one door opens up another door
Literally.
of opportunity.
Yeah.
Literally.
And it's like until you take that first step to go through that door, you know, you never know what's on the other side. You'll never have these other doors, man. So now I've seen people
So
die.
I want to go here because CJ goes here, right? We want to make sure we teach you. Okay, we want to slow down.
What's the steps?
Here go the steps.
Yeah.
Listen to me, I'm being honest when I say this. Okay, so I got a sermon coming out saying be comfortable with being fat. Like if you fat, be comfortable
Thank
with being
God.
fat.
He just really.
I'm just saying.
I'm out here trying to do keto. I'm out here trying to exercise.
Yeah, and here's
he
what I'm
just
saying.
blessed it.
Yeah,
Corshawn,
Yeah.
I can let it go,
You
bro.
can let it go.
For
Watch this.
years, I've been trying to diet and exercise.
Bro, I got a whole sermon I'm working on.
Oh, what's
saying
it called?
be comfortable with being fat.
That's gonna go viral.
Yeah, no question.
E.T. said,
No, no, I'm serious. No. So we got the Next Level Living Academy,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So we go in there and I do Q&A, right? And it's this running joke that I have, bump them kids.
Yeah.
Right? So it's a running joke. And Crump kind of felt bad. He's like, y'all don't post that because people going to get the wrong idea. I was like, let them post it. I said, bump them kids.
Yeah.
So what the running joke is, should I do corporate or should I stick with the hood school? I said, you ain't about to make no money in no hood school. Bump them kids. Go do corporate and make your money and then come back and bless them kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
You're not about to make no money in no urban school like that, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody about to write you no check like corporate go perfect your speaking skills, go to corporate. So I'm saying,
Robin Hood.
bro, I'm saying be comfortable with being fat. Right? Here's why I'm saying that. Most people are struggling to be healthy because you're doing it either to be affirmed, like you want people to say, man, you look good. Or the community you in, they not fat, and so you feel some type of way about being in community being fat. So you never gonna lose no weight because you not even
What was the
doing
name
it
of
for-
our tribe we were supposed to join?
Which one?
With the guts.
Oh, yeah. They had the guts in Africa.
Bigger the
Bro,
better,
bigger
bro.
the guts, the more money
The
you
bigger
have.
the better, bruh.
Like, you could be king.
You could be the king,
You could be the king
bruh.
over there.
The lady was like,
The lady was loving it. We in the wrong tribe.
Got a lot of
We in the wrong
That's
tribe.
it. That's it.
So I'm being honest because what
Wow.
happens is you end up trying to lose weight, but you don't have the energy to do it because you're not really doing it because you want to do it.
Right.
You
Right.
feel me?
It's
You're
feel
doing
good.
it because of the community you in.
Yep.
And they saying something to you. So what does that have to do with the steps? Here's the challenge. The challenge is not you can't learn from all. The challenge is you're trying to learn the rich strategies and the poverty strategies at the same time. You're going back and forth. You got a poverty in the daytime, you got your poverty.
Well, and
teacher.
most of us grew up with poverty teaching
Absolutely.
our whole life.
Our whole life.
So you got 32 years of poverty training.
But you don't even know it's poverty training.
No.
Oh,
that's
it-
the
You
problem.
don't even,
Hold on.
that's the
That's
thing.
the problem.
You don't even know.
Listen.
You getting
Beginning, you
trained.
Listen.
Bro, you getting trained
Listen.
and you don't even know
More,
it's poverty
more.
training.
beginning, you're
We
right.
was at Morehouse yesterday having the conversation. I have to bring my mom on Patreon.
You have to.
I got to bring my mom. I can't bring her on this one. We bring her on Patreon. It's a little bit more laid back and she'll feel a little bit more comfortable in the crib. By the way, join Patreon if you have not. It's bumping over there.
Please.
When I tell you it's bumping, we engage and it's crazy. Y'all need to come over to patreon.com, Secret Success. But I realized talking to my mom yesterday, I was like, wow. Yeah. I actually had to big up myself. I was like, whoa, you made it from this. Like my mom was like, you heard her. She was just basically like, oh, like, yeah, I don't believe in a lot of, like, okay, how can I say this? She was basically saying like, she's not comfortable with how I move as if things are supposed to happen for me. Like that's kind of where we came from because I'm gonna be real. Oh, bro, we can flush it out with my mom. I'm gonna bring her on. And I was listening to her wiring, being from Lansing, and my mom white, y'all know that. So but in Lansing, we just blue collar to the death.
Yep.
And she was just like, well, you just move with like a presumptuous nature that makes me uncomfortable sometimes.
Sense of expectancy.
Yeah, sense of expectancy. And
Hey, you heard that, right? The same thing. One presumptuous, one a sense of expectancy. Same way to describe it.
so I was like, she was like, well, I'll give you an example. Like, we could walk into a restaurant and they stop serving breakfast at 10, but you gonna go in there at 11 and tell my man or ask my man to get you eggs, and if they say no, you might talk to somebody else until you get it done. And that makes me uncomfortable. Look at E. E like, now look, I get eggs. He get eggs at 10:30 p.m. But in her mind,
Yeah.
because the wiring is regress to the mean, don't go in there asking for more. Don't be trying to. Bro, we had a whole hour. We was talking for about 2 hours at Mall Crib before we got
I was trying to be quiet because they was going.
I
was
was
just letting them.
and I was
just like, but I was thinking.
But she was just like, yeah, it makes me uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm saying that's what I mean. That's what we fighting with.
Yeah.
And that's why you have to, and I've done it with my loved ones. I've done it, bruh. Because my loved ones, not in a dependent on me way, like not that, but they're being blessed. It runneth over. Your cup runneth over. So they're getting some of the run over. And I've just had to say, yo, we can't have conversations no more about this. Because you're not helping me help you.
Yeah.
Like you're saying things to me that is actually making me question why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Yep.
And I'm already doing it. So it's like nobody ever questioned spending $100,000 going to college and running up debt. Nobody never questioned that. You actually pushing me to do that.
And most kids coming out with a job that's gonna take longer to pay it back than they gonna be alive.
That like a
Nobody questions you working overtime.
And ain't nobody ever called that a hustle.
But we spend the money we don't have. We put our house up for it. And then we have this overjoy going to a graduation and somebody call your name out for 15 seconds and you felt good about
you got an art degree.
Boy. You got an art degree.
And now you working at Art Van.
You don't know what you're doing.
You know what I'm saying?
And they shut Art Van down.
I'm just saying.
They shut it down.
And no disrespect to Art Van, I'm just saying you ain't need a degree to do that.
You don't. Yeah.
You didn't need to go $100,000 in debt.
But that's
to go
why
work
I'm
there.
saying the mall.
Good,
I don't agree that the first step, mall. I don't agree that the first step is, you gotta, know this and do this. I don't think it's knowing. I think you gotta pierce the heart, bro. You gotta cut your ties. You just gotta cut your ties. So with my mom, it's like, I love you. Like, our relationship is gonna probably be better. We will not talk business anymore. I gotta cut the ties on the business talk. Because nothing that you're saying is going to help us. And you need you trying to go out of the winter. You need to get out the winter. Dad need to get out the winter. Y'all need to be in Cali. Y'all need to be in Florida. Wherever you want to be. You my mom. Y'all deserve to be where you want to be. You deserve. My mom was like, well, we going to get the car and we going to pay. Bruh, she said this yesterday to my wife. I was like, wow. She told my wife, because my father they finally got him the new where you just sit in there, boy, and it just go.
Oh,
you don't gotta be walking around.
Got the
motorized boy.
Oh, yeah,
got the motorized boy.
Yeah.
Mom geek got the motorized boy. And so she like, well, I can't fly because they can't put it on the. She was like, man, maybe we can pay for somebody to, drive us down to Florida. I said, drive you to Florida? My father can't. He got some limitations. I don't know about being in no whip.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how long you think it take to get to Florida. But that's a long trip. Now, back in my mind, I'm like,
I was going to say 17,
more
18.
than that.
That's about 17, 18.
That's not stopping.
To Orlando.
Right.
Stop.
Yeah.
Right.
That's not stopping, though. Yeah, that's not stopping. You know what I'm saying? You older. I know for me, 53, I got to make at least two good stops.
Carl had to stop every 42 minutes.
Yeah, I'm just being real. I can't go 17 without using the restroom. Yeah. And so I'm listening to my mom, and she putting it all together. And I'm just like, wow, first of all, I'm good. I got you. But you're going to get somebody that what? So you can have access to the...
You ain't never heard of our class?
Bruh. So what I'm thinking in my mind is, man, we can rent something. By the time you get somebody to do that, do this, do that, but I ain't tripping. I'm on what you on. I call Ken like, Ken, call me tomorrow. What is it going to take for you to come get my mom whip and put the thing in there and drive that joker down to Florida, and I put him on the first class flight and get him to the... But in her mind, though, she like, we're going to drive down and then we're going to stay for a month. And I'm thinking, what would you stay for a month for? Why would you leave Why would you leave the winter of Michigan
that's
from
good.
January to the end of January
Yeah.
and
That don't even
come
make
back to the
sense.
joke in February?
Listen,
It don't make sense, bro.
I don't even want to steal my mom whole thunder because I want her to explain it just so y'all can hear the mindset that I was raised with.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like no argument or nothing. Like we genuinely was just sitting there. Camille was right there. She heard everything. And like I was saying to my mom, and she was just like, well, maybe I do understand that you might be wired different, like, you know, you and Maul and E, and y'all just got this energy that just say, go get it. She was like, and I understand that, but she was like, I also feel like there's an expectation that y'all have, and I also feel like if you don't have it, you're not happy. And I'm happy not having it. Mm-hmm. Like, almost like she would, like, I said, okay, cool. So I said, I'm not mad at you being content, because she was just like, oh, I don't mind flying. Like, if you're doing it big and you guys were going to resorts and flying first class and stuff like that, I'm cool with that, but I'm also cool in the back. Mm-hmm. And so she was saying like that was her, and she was like, you're not cool in the back. Mm-hmm. And I was like, no, I'm not. Right. Does that mean I'm sitting up?
I'm not cool with you in the back.
Yeah, I'm not, right. But I was trying to explain to her, it's the psyche of you being cool back there
that
keeps you from being up front.
That's the problem.
You can't have your cake and eat it too. I'm not cool with being back there. Does that mean I'm pissed with God if I'm not flying private? No, but I flew private once, and guess what? It was fantastic.
Was it?
I ain't had no security. I'm sorry. Let me say. See, I told you he got funnier since I left him alone. Hey, listen. I want y'all to go back and listen to the 47 Dubai episodes after these jokers got back. I mentioned private jet twice on one episode.
That was a good time, though.
Exactly.
That had nothing to do with us, though.
Y'all eating A5 all
He got
day.
sick.
Right.
But look.
Yeah, I ate your A5, but I ate your Porsche.
Yeah. So now that I experienced the PJ, does that mean I'm mad if I got to fly first class? No, absolutely I'm not. It don't mean I'm mad, but it means I understand that there's another level, and I want to get everything that God has for me. But it's when you play small, and Carl, I'll let you get on this because I'll be ready to slap you sometimes. Carl, no, we get into it. Because I tell Carl all the time.
Carl.
I tell Carl all the time, bruh, your level of excellence deserves anything that you want. Absolutely. And I'll be honest, the only thing that, and Carl, we've talked about this, the only difference is Carl sometimes got my mom thinking where he like, I'm excellent and I operate and I know how to operate on this level, but I don't necessarily think or I'm cool with being back here. And I used to tell him like, bro, how many times have we had this conversation?
Too many.
And I'm talking about the old Carl I was ready to slap. The new Carl, we got to, come on. We booked out. He going crazy.
The new Carl.
So I try to use all of our old logic because of where Carl is now. And Carl and I, this is the first time, I'm going to be real, just fully transparent. This is the first time Carl and I been doing business outside of the business where I felt comfortable being like, I'm going to call Carl into this. Why? Because he's got a new mindset. But old Carl used to be like, gee golly hum, how much does it cost, Carl? Oh, you could just give me whatever. And I used to be looking at Carl like, bro, you the best in the world.
Right.
Like but Carl used to look like, if I'm over demanding or if I'm telling people my true price or if I'm doing this, I look bad. And that's kind of how my mom, she looking like, oh, I don't want to cause any trouble. Yeah. I don't want to be a disturbance.
Yeah.
It's the program.
It's a program. Yep.
And that's what I'm saying.
It's a program.
But because you're not pissed about being in the back, and because you say, I'm just as happy being in the back, well, guess what your energy is when you wake up every day? Yep. I'm just as happy being back there, which let me be honest with you. I ain't saying my mama, maybe she's telling the truth. A lot of y'all lying to yourselves about being okay.
100%.
You don't like walking past first class.
And some of you have been conditioned to be okay.
You don't. Yeah. And you can say, oh, I would never waste my money doing that. Yeah. Cool, I'm just telling you. And I'm not talking about first class, planes, whatever. You could say, oh, I don't care if I can't send my kids to that school, or I don't care. You care about something. I don't care whatever your currency is. We were talking about that yesterday. I was like, Marlon and I were talking about our currency, right? Like what we value. I was like, I ain't never seen Maul with no crazy Rolexes and Bentleys and all of that other stuff. Maul currency is his crib is the most insane crib you ever seen in your life, and he liked to travel with his family. And his kids go to private school and they don't have a want in the world. That's his currency. I don't care if yours is Rolexes. Yeah. If it's art, if it's shoes, if it's whatever it is, there's something that you want. And when you deny that and when you say, oh, I really don't want that, and you know you do, you're subconsciously letting the world know you're okay with whatever it throws your way.
Yep.
Hey, whatever y'all have me to have, I'm cool with that.
And so how does the world respond?
The world just give you whatever.
Give you what you want.
You might as well
Leftovers.
listen. You might as well take your butt on doggone what is it? Price is Right, and just spin the wheel, and then whatever it land on, 20 cents.
Yeah.
Cool. I spun the wheel. No, I'm going right up to that joker. Boom, 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 and we putting it right on the dollar.
You know why I'm on this?
Jackpot.
You know why I'm on this? First of all, I love what you said about Carl, and we all have to be ashamed of ourselves if we work excellent and don't demand that everything else be excellent. It's just not, it's not congruent. You know what I'm saying? If you ever gambled before, you pull it's cherry, 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 and you got the same cherry, the more money come out. It does not make sense for you to operate at excellence, but your bank account is below excellent. Why? Because you deserve what you work for. So for me, the reason why I'm not settling is because the people who are programming me, they not settling. Like their kids in first class, and their kids go to the best doctors. Like, bro, let's make it plain. Didi got MS. Bro, I had the best health insurance.
Yeah.
Let's not talk money.
Yeah.
Let's talk, I had the best health insurance.
Yeah, quality of life.
I had
bro.
the best friend who go to our church who happened to be a partner at her own practice in Lansing, who told me who the best physician was that Didi needed to go to. When Jalen broke his femur, Moni sent us to the best physician because the other dude was talking about putting a plate in my son and doing some crazy stuff. And Moni was like, I'm sending Jalen to where the football players go when they break their femur. Yep. That's the best.
Best.
I could have he was in a emergency. They sent him to the hospital before we even got insurance, and they just had anybody on. My mom was like, you don't want him on your son because his leg might mess up, and he might have one leg shorter than the other. This is femur. If it don't grow right, he could be wearing bruh. Yeah. We all know if one thing Jalen wanted his whole life was height. Like he was obsessed with it. If he'd had one leg over, you think his attitude, he would have been, you feel what I'm saying? So me going to the right position for my son, me going to the right position for my wife, bruh, I want the best. I don't eat at McDonald's. Why? I don't consider McDonald's fish to be real.
In Dubai it is.
Okay, in Dubai.
We went to McDonald's in Dubai. I
don't know what kind of fish sandwich that was.
We got to the airport late, and I ain't had McDonald's in 20 years.
Yeah.
We went to McDonald's in Dubai, and I was like, whoa, what is
Fire.
this?
Fire. But I'm just saying, being real, before we get out of here, you got to make a decision. And it can't just be for you. Because if you decide to get poverty strategies, you're going to teach that to your children.
You already have poverty strategy. You didn't decide that.
Right.
That's wait.
That's what's given.
No. You was born with poverty
Born in
strategy.
poverty strategy. Don't die in it.
Right.
Don't die with it.
The biggest, and I'm quiet this episode, y'all, because it's just a lot of internalized, and I can't even finish the word. I got a lot going on in my mind. Thank you, Mom.
Yeah.
But the biggest moment that I could probably tell you that I had in the last 10 years, I don't know, I'm just making it up, but is watching my daughter package and mail books out.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not kidding with y'all. I made a deal with her. Jordan ain't quite step into it the same way. He outside playing. But I told Jesse $1 a book. Bruh, it's 400 books that left the house.
Yeah.
Come on.
My daughter, in a matter of a day or two, has sat down and packaged 400 books, labeled, put them outside for the mail people to come, and I'm just sitting there like, yo, this was just one decision that you made.
And it don't have nothing to do with money for her. It has everything to do with she mailing out her
Nothing.
dad's book.
Bruh,
There's so many lessons in
People
that.
bought.
It's so
That's
many
what I
lessons.
can't even talk
buying.
like that, Mom.
Yeah.
And you're
heavy.
signing them
seriously.
joints.
Bruh, she's watching me sign
If y'all not
my
on
name.
Patreon, you see y'all missing out because Carl put up a whole video with
With
the
all
fam
that.
signing books, doing their thing.
When I tell y'all like that, you talk about like bump Carl. You are right. I promise y'all to this day, I probably still, I know I need to still grow in this area, but I'm too satisfied.
Yeah.
Let me just be real.
Carl used to tell me that when I was talking about, I used to be wanting to smack Carl. I used to be telling Carl, we can get to this money. Carl used to be like, I'm good with no money. I used to be like, bruh. Carl was like, I was like, I'm good. I was like, Carl, you don't want no money? He was like,
Was it because of what C said? You didn't want to step on nobody's toes.
Yeah.
You didn't want to offend nobody. But you knew that you needed the money because you get things in your house that you need to take care of. So knowing that you needed it, knowing that your wife needed it, knowing that
The church
your kids
money,
needed
no nobody else
it,
needed
you was just still like,
We
I'm
need
just
that
going.
no, he used to,
Yeah.
no, you gotta understand. Carl used to literally tell me, I don't really care about money like that. And I used to be looking at him like, bro, we got to go. Like, I'm broke. We broke. Me and Carl both broke at this time.
You would never hear me say
no. That's why I'm telling y'all. That's why I said, look, and to see what Carl has done is that show y'all again. That's why I think it's so important to have Carl on the pod, not only because he's our brother, but because
money now.
he didn't have that mindset, and now he's literally printing
For
money,
his daughter, too.
and his family is seeing that.
Yeah.
So for those of y'all out there who say, I'm not aggressive, I'm not this, I'm not the one to be all whatever, it clicked for Carl and it's got to click for you. You know what I'm saying? Some of us are naturally wired, right, to go get it. Like, I just got a natural wiring, and I didn't like the feeling of being broke. You know what I'm saying? I remember, this true story, I had to borrow some money from my mom. I had a master's degree. Me and Candace was on the road living in Houston or New York.
Schenectady.
Bro, and I had to borrow $500 from my mom and dad. And I remember being like, whoa, when you talk about a blow to your ego,
Didn't feel right.
I'm the first one to graduate college. For sure the first one to get a master's degree.
Certificates.
And I'm borrowing money from my parents who both super blue collar, who already paid.
And you working for me full time.
And I'm working for you full time. Do you know?
You know
like,
what I'm saying,
so
Coach
for
Al?
me, I was like, this ain't it.
This ain't it, bro.
And I would call Carl to look for more support. Carl was like, nah, I'm smooth. I'm like, Carl, we ain't got, bro. And
Carl,
but
welcome
again,
to the middle of the plane.
yeah, Carl was like,
Welcome to the middle of the
Carl was like, I got plenty
You
of that,
don't
bro.
get hot food or meal. You get a hot pocket, though.
You get a hot pocket.
You know, but you ain't in the
And I
back
was
of the
just-
plane getting the peanuts.
Yeah.
So you happy with that hot pocket?
I wasn't. I couldn't.
Be happy with the hot pocket.
I couldn't do it. And then, like I said, it was years of me being frustrated with Carl, trying to get him to understand it has like everything to do with us having whatever God has for us
That's
in store.
So we can do whatever he has.
So we can do.
Tony Knuckles gave me this is where I would close it. Tony Knuckles, he used to say it all the time, you know where I'm going. But for me, I was satisfied. He said, gratefully unsatisfied. And that's the bar. It's like, and that's the shift in mindset. It's like, yo, you're grateful for everything you got. I don't take nothing for granted.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for everything.
And crazy enough to think about back then, Carl, now that I'm thinking about, we didn't have kids.
No. No.
Oh, and we wasn't, Carl was just married. We was just freshly married. Him and Tamisha newlyweds, me and Candace newlyweds. No kids, no nothing.
No money.
No money.
No money.
Y'all should have came on
No
the police
problem.
department.
No, I'm
Y'all
saying-
could have at least been making 36,000.
No.
Could have been making 36,000.
We was following the dream.
Hey, I got to get out of
We
here.
was following
Carl.
the dream.
Because you just did that. Can you read that right there?
Goals as GPS, personal growth tools.
Just give me maybe one line.
Diving into chapter 1, we explore setting goals as a GPS for success, the importance of setting realistic and achievable goals for personal growth and overcoming challenges cannot be overstated. I'll share my story, but first, let's discuss my previous approach to tackling challenges.
When you do poverty strategies, you teach your kids when you do wealth strategy, teach it. My son just finished his first book, this Jalen's book.
No way.
Him and John Maxwell people just finished.
What?
They've been working for the last month on the down low. He said, I didn't want to say nothing to you until I was finished.
Oh, yeah, no, I knew. Yeah.
Your level of exposure.
Bruh,
determines
my
your
man
level of
wrote a book
success.
for freshmen. He like Dad. Maxwell them asked me what to write on. He said, I went to college. I went to a major university, bro. I got a 4-year degree. I figure I helped freshmen because that was where I struggled the most. So he wrote a whole book, 10 chapters on goals as GPS.
Yes.
Bruh, when he told me, bro, I was like, let's go. I said, Dion, his son, football, because he football, 4.1 mil.
Yep.
Bronny with
Yep.
basketball, 6.1. I said, just follow the blueprint.
That's it.
That's it.
And he came with a book, like, let's go. I'm like, you don't threaten me with a good time. Every college I've ever spoken for,
Done.
they about to get the book in your course. I'm just saying, this what we do, what we see. So if you don't want to do it for you, don't do it for them.
Yeah.
Don't set them up. Don't set them up to be talking about this is what I want. They don't even have a chance to know. A kid grew up in the project, don't even have a chance to know what he wants. A kid in the gang don't even have, he's not even in a community where he can decide if he don't want to be in a gang or not. He can't even make that decision. A kid that's living where there's no water can't even decide if they want fresh water or not. So let's start our babies off with everything they need and let them make the decision on how they want to take that or where they want to go. Bruh, he never said nothing to me, but I put him in the room with John Maxwell. I put him in the room with Maxwell and his boys, and he started mentoring, and Jay stayed in touch, and boom, it's done. Come on, y'all. Wow. So, yeah, I got to go, y'all. I'm sorry. I got to take Jay to
You got important business?
Important.
Yeah, about to go chill.
Yeah, because it ain't to you.
All right, let me just say this to you before you leave, bro. Let me just say this one thing.
Yeah.
Seriously, better slow down.
Look.
See, CJ done made me funny last week.
You almost got
Hey, Mr. Miyagi, y'all. Look, Maul ain't never had no jokes like this.
Man.
Maul ain't never been this funny. I do want to kind of move back to the book, though, Carl. Just now that it's going out, now that people are receiving have anybody received? I know you just was mailing them. Have they started receiving them yet?
Bro, shout out to the Postal Service, bro. They're getting them a day, 2 days.
Oh, wow.
I'm getting the photos. I'm getting all the comments, bro. This part is the part that I couldn't be prepared for, just to be honest. This is the part where it's like, I'm in my head writing and doing all this, and I hope that it's something dope. But to see people, people are responding. People are joining the community. We're doing live calls now. Just get on community. Like, let's just talk. And I'm hearing from people like, thank you. One man's obedience, Maul. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. I'm hearing that now. Like, thank you. Somebody wrote me yesterday. Man, I'll see if I find it. My man said, I was like, this is crazy.
And it's all around too, Carl. Just look at your daughter with the job, with the business. This is her first business.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally. Bruh, hold on. Let me find this.
Other than the cooking business.
He said it, and I was just like, what do you mean by that? Give me a couple seconds.
But take your time. He ain't here, so you know what I'm saying? We can share the rock now. The hip-hop preacher come, done getting up 30. Hey, y'all see that meme with Kobe? When it was a text message with him and Trevor Ariza, and it was like Kobe.
Oh, yeah.
And he was leaned back,
it's
bro.
like 4 defenders around
surrounding him.
Yeah.
And Kobe still taking the shot. And he texted him. He texted Kobe a picture and said, LOL. And Kobe was like, yeah, and I'm just trying to make sure y'all can get an offensive rebound in case I miss.
Oh, wow.
Like, bro, I'm shooting this shot, bro. Yeah, you forget about it.
Hey, so 2 people told me by text, it's like, I felt like I'm reading my autobiography. I think I said that before, but this dude wrote like, you wrote my heart. I was like, what? And again, there's people out there that whoever you are, they think like you.
Yep.
They act like you. And they don't know everybody's programmed with this whole poverty thing. Like, that's a systematic thing. And it's just like one lady said last night, like, I'm scared to kind of talk, and I don't want to put her name or nothing out there. But I was like, well, what do you do?
Shout out to Joyce.
Bruh, Joyce. And not kidding to y'all. Yeah. Joyce said to me, I'm a suicide survivor. I was like, and you don't want to talk to people? Like, again, I'm on a different side of it, and I was like, now that I'm seeing what impact my book is having on people, it's like, do you understand if somebody don't get my book, cool, that might be all right. But if somebody don't hear you today, like, bro, that could be it. So I'm just saying, for me, it's kind of like, I got to encourage you to be you and just do it.
Carl,
like, whatever that is.
Have you made an audiobook with this?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Audiobook. So, again, if you go to the gcguide.com and purchase, like, I set it up for pre-order. You get the ebook and audiobook.
Come on, y'all.
Just off the rip. Now that we have the book, you'll get that shipped immediately, but you got that off the rip. But, when I tell y'all, I'm not kidding.
Bro, I'm like, I couldn't be any more proud. Seriously, when I look at it, I'm just like, dog, just seeing your name on the front cover, like, Carl got his own book. Come on.
Carl, pictures inside the book.
Looking like a
Come on.
Honey, I Shrunk Jamal. Come on. I'm the best.
He tried to reclaim the title.
Yeah, Maul was getting too funny. I had to bring him back.
Hey. He's so stupid.
Look, I got Maul. That's how you know.
As soon as he said it, the first thing I did was look at Carl's arms.
He's like, shit, what about stuff? Hey, but when I said it here before, like, I'm not kidding. We're putting a live event on just from this. Like, what I've tasted now is like, Carl, I'm not thinking no more.
Yeah.
Live event. I'm saying December, like literally, Tamisha, I told you I was helping me we found an event space in Orlando. Bruh, 3 days, December 8th through 10th. First 2 days, I'm just following the blueprint.
Yeah.
First 2 days, general session, evening of the second day, VIP. Third day, we're doing an Airbnb and just, let's come together and get intimate and really talk.
Yep.
And my goal is you're not leaving here the same. Like it's transformation. Like it ain't gonna be no hoorah. Like it's what do you need to get done? How can we hold you accountable? I got a system together. Like we gonna really hold you accountable to getting it done. No excuses. I had a couple, and I'll share this. There's a project I was working on, and I got the footage back from an editor late. What you were talking about before with all the work and everything that I got it back late. I still had to spend like 3 hours fixing it after to release it to the client. And you'd have been proud of me. I had such a direct conversation with them. I was like, this
How did it feel?
it was actually kind of good.
Come on, no.
Ma, again, it's clicking. I understand it.
Look here, mother.
Hey, that was in the back of my head. I didn't say it, but that was in the back of my head.
Give me my, hey, look, I ain't gonna tell you again.
But it was one of these situations where like, yo, it's one thing if you're gonna get it to me late.
Yeah. Come on, talk, come on.
It's one thing.
Let me slide over here. It's getting dangerous over there. Come on.
It's one thing if you're gonna get it to me
Give
late.
me the tone you said it.
Somebody got a cane?
That,
I need a little cane.
Carl, you gotta take that Barbados accent out when you say it. You sound tougher. Like give me a New York accent.
Hey, make
Yo,
sure.
it's one thing
Make sure y'all put in a
to
clip
be late.
of the Mac right now. Make sure you put in a clip of the Mac. Go ahead.
So stupid.
Come on, say
But
how
yeah,
you
no,
said
for
it.
real. I was like, yo,
Come
it's
on.
one thing to be late, but you can't send me something late that's not excellent. I'd almost be cool if you sent it late and it was like excellent. Like, oh, bet, my bad. You did your thing, cool. I ain't even tripping on it. It's still gonna add value. You sent it late and I still had to go back and fix it. I was like, bro, we'll never do this again. We'll never do this again. So,
It had a little Sopranos tone to it. It's like,
but again,
You're
I'm
swimming with the
understanding that level of responsibility, especially now, like you
Oh,
said, that I have
bruh.
kids. I got
but Carl, especially now since it's on you pretty much alone to make sure that and it's back to what I said at the very beginning of the last episode, bruh, it's no partial credit. Either the books go out or they don't. Either the audio book get out and it does well or it don't. Either the book is successful or it's not. There's no gray area.
No.
Who can you go to if you do everything right and say, partial credit? And that's what I really didn't say before. When you're at the top, there's no reason to give yourself partial credit because there's nothing comes with that anyway.
Yeah.
Nothing
No
comes
result.
with it. So imagine if you did all of that and you got it out and it was like nobody bought the book. And you was like, but see, I wrote it, I checked it, spell checked it, I got the cover done, nobody cares. It only matters if you fully execute until the end.
I'm laughing at myself now. You can't get on the phone with me now and not hear about the book. To your point before, like I couldn't talk about Carl before. Like it was like, man, now you're gonna hear about the book. I don't care who you are, whatever conversation we having. Oh yeah, you know I got a book.
Now he's
Carl.
talking in third person.
Right.
Have you read Carl's book? Carl don't play that.
Where can they get the book from?
Where's GCGuide.com?
The
GCGuide.com. And then the live event is, I just bought the domain
got it?
yesterday, Moving Past Potential. Just keep it with the name of the book.
Oh, you got that?
MovingPastPotential.com. By the time you see this, it'll be out. But we're still working on the site now, trying to get it prepared. But yeah, live event happening, man.
How many people you taking? You got it already?
I said 100 plus one.
Okay.
That's
100
round
plus.
100 plus one.
What's that? What's this?
Because again, something that I learned from you don't want to be a part of something that your spouse or somebody close to you not going to be a part of. Like it don't make sense to learn and then you got to go back and try to explain. Like y'all got to experience it together.
Okay.
So 100 plus one. Again, I
I
wanted.
thought my dumb butt.
You think 101?
Yeah, I was.
No. So 200 then. Let me get a direct.
I thought you was
200.
Plus the plus one.
Yeah, 100 and then plus
And then the
one.
plus one.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was like, dang, Carl. I thought it was like a
Real strategic.
metaphor. 100 plus one. I was like, man, whoever that one person.
But you should tell them that if they're going to bring the plus one, they need to really hurry up and got a certain date to register so you can know if you got enough space.
There's early bird pricing.
Okay.
Again, all this will be on the website. We were laying it out now, but there's early.
Nice.
It's a 2-week window.
Look at these two. Look at these. Listen, you remember when Yanni went to college? That smile you had on your face when we had our party? and you was just like, you
There was no
choked
smile
up.
on my face. I was crying.
No, it was a smile.
I was crying. I was losing my baby.
Yeah,
man. I was
yeah.
crying.
And you gave her the diamond
Yeah, I was
necklace.
crying. I was
And you cried. This is how I feel right now. I watched you go to college. Now Carl's, he got his bags packed. He got some oatmeal cream pies.
And I ain't know it. That's real. See, that's real.
Hey, Corshawn, he got the little peanut butter Uncrustables, PB&J. He got the juice box, and he's off to college. Maul's off to college.
And that's real. And I know exactly how you feel because when you got out of that one-bedroom shack, when I helped you, when I put the moving truck up, when I helped you out the one, and I was like, I was sitting back and I was just happy.
No,
So I know how
that's a
you feel, bro. So we good.
100%.
Now you get a mansion.
man.
My kids got lost in this house.
No turning back. No turning back.
Speaking of that, we need to talk about it maybe next podcast. No, we do that for Patreon.
What?
About the elevator.
Oh, the
That's the
elevator.
Patreon.
We about to go do Patreon
We got a
right
video,
now.
too.
Oh, yeah, we had. Oh, you didn't hear about this.
Bro.
You want, listen, come over to Patreon. We about to talk about some real rich people problems.
Rich people problem.
To the point where Camille was so embarrassed, like, I don't know if I can call nobody and tell them that we're in this quandary right now because it just ain't gonna sound right. But we'll say that for Patreon. We about to pack up and go do Patreon right now. Any other announcements? We got Carl's announcements out the way. You got a One Property Summit coming up, but that's later
They
on.
can go to onepropertysummit.com.
Is that the right site? Is it One Property
this
Away
time?
Summit or One Property Summit?
I'll get the right one in.
There you go.
Yeah, we get the right one in there. But that's coming up. If you want to
get on
be
the
a part
waiting
of that,
list. Yeah,
get on the waiting list. If you want to be a part of that. And then I don't have no announcements, bro. I'm just happy to be. Listen, man. It's this is my episode. I feel like Zoom in, Corshawn. Just this guy right here. He used to listen. When I started with this guy, he was nervous to do a question and answer.
Facts.
I brought him on stage, and I was like,
Keys
hey,
to the king.
you're going to do a Q&A. This is before Keys to the King.
Oh, I got you.
I just had him on stage. I was like, just sit up here in a little high
Answer a
chair.
question.
Answer a question. And I remember he was shaking, his water was
Bro.
and now he's holding his own events.
Yes, sir.
And let me tell you something, getting rave reviews, and now Carl having his own event. They both got books out. Man, the squad is winning. And I put up a post on the S2S on the stories, and did you see it? I was giving a toast in Milan.
Nah.
Let me show you. But somebody, one of the Toby guys had posted it, but I was giving a toast in Milan. Look. But it was our whole crew, and it just said we built our own table.
Built our own table.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
Literally.
bro, like we're at the table. I'm like, we built this. You know what I'm saying? Like this wasn't given, this was earned. And so now to see the tables, just you know what I'm saying? Now we got it's like
Bringing them together.
the size of mall crib table. We just got a whole, and it's just everybody at the table who's supposed to be there. So I'm joking, but I'm super, super proud of y'all and Carl, you, man, like I said, coming out your shell and I mean literally all the way outside your comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? But that's how growth happens, and to see it, like I said, and now to be partnered up on some other stuff where we talked about it, bro. It was times before where I was like, man, Carl got the skill set to do it and I could call Carl, but I'm not sure Carl got the appetite for it or even wants to be a part of this. And now I'm just seeing how you operate and I'm like, yo, I literally told Buddy, I can't do this without Carl. Mm-hmm. So if Carl say no, I'm out.
Yeah.
If Carl want to do it, and so Carl was like, bet, let's go. Bro, listen, back in the day, I would have had to give Carl about a 7-month notice to come to Atlanta for a quick meeting. Yeah. I called Carl about the night before and was like, hey, be here tomorrow. I'll set us up a meeting space. How far are we from the airport?
6 minutes.
6 minutes from the airport. You come in the morning, leave out early afternoon. You came in at what time?
9, 10 in the morning.
And left at what
something like that. 3.
Yeah.
Quick meet, and we got the business done, and he was out. I wouldn't have done that back in the day just because I wouldn't have wanted to put the pressure on you because I know you wouldn't want to do it.
But you know what? I've been on Carl for years. I've been like, Carl, show up. Remember, I'd be like, man, you show up, bro. Mm-hmm. Even not the master of the game. Like, Carl, why you ain't showing up? Why you ain't in here, dog? Like, you need to. Now he got his own
Poverty mindset.
He got his own masters of the game, pretty much.
But what? And again.
Then you'll show up and don't be present.
But that's what I'm saying. My mindset is just like, man, everybody.
But you were valuing your own comfort zone over growth.
Yeah.
And now you value growth more than you do your own comfort zone.
I don't care nothing about the comfort.
So your comfort zone is, I don't want to go to Atlanta for a quick meeting with these people I don't know. But growth says, I'm willing to do it because I know what this could produce.
Yeah.
And so that's what the book is about. Make sure y'all go get the book.
Fire.
Go get the book.
DR too. You might want to. This might be the last. This is Thursdays.
No.
Oh, we might be in the DR.
We two part of this, but anyway, we're going to what's the site? Family.
How about them ribs?
How about the ribs? I think it's family
MRER familyreunion.com.
If you can get there, but I promise you that's gonna be off the chain too. I can't wait.
You going, right?
He might have a
No,
it ain't for the old reasons.
No.
He always showed up.
Tamisha's mom is coming up.
Oh,
Why she not coming then?
I don't think that she can't bounce around.
She ain't
like
got
that.
the.
No, she's good now.
Oh, there you go.
I'm just used to always seeing your mom, your dad, the
No, I
family.
know.
I'm just saying, and this is the family resort. Next year is gonna be adults only. This
Is
the
it?
year.
Where we going next year? Oh, I'm good.
Every other year we go adults, family. So first year Mexico was family, Jamaica was adults, DR's family. How about them ribs?
So let me follow up with you on that.
You already figured it out? You already know for real? They like going other places. I'm about to do my first conference.
Come on, see.
Listen to this.
Where you
Everybody
going,
listen.
see?
I'm doing my first conference, 2027, at Ishkaret.
Oh, no.
Now, here's the kicker.
2027.
Yeah, 2027. Here's the kicker. We're not doing nothing. I'll be at the bar.
Enjoy yourself.
I'll be at the bar in a swim-up pool. My kids gonna be running around at the kids club. My wife gonna be sitting next to me.
Fire conference.
And
it's the best one we
let
ever
me say
did.
something. Ain't nothing. So
just show
just say
up
what
and
up
have fun.
and have a good time. Matter of fact, it's free. You just pay the resort fee and do your thing. But it's gonna be called CJ's Conference.
There you go.
And we ain't doing nothing. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, all right, cool, man. Well, we out of here. The hip-hop preacher left us. He's in Orlando doing nothing right now. I'm sure he took the art class, so he probably there already. But other than that, we headed to Patreon. Y'all come check us out on Patreon.
Yeah.
We out of here. We love you. We'll see you next week.
Go.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your soul, with all your heart.
Thank you so much for rocking with us as always, right? We don't take it lightly, guys. And we hope that we've provided transformation and not just information. We want you to become the best version of yourself. All right, make sure you check out the show notes to access all the important links and get your product discounts. Now, one favor we're asking of you, do us this favor. Make sure you subscribe and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. We want to know your feedback on how we can serve you better. And if there's anyone that you think could benefit from listening to this show, please, I'm begging you, please share it with them. And remember, as E always says, if you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful.